When I was in Kenya last year, I met a 12-year-old girl whose sexual violence case had progressed through the medical, police, and prosecution stages of the case referral pathway to court, an uncommon feat. Despite this, her case had still not been heard in court because her perpetrator was unhappy with every proposed court date, causing her case to be delayed indefinitely. Although she was just a child and had evidence to support her case, she still was not lucky enough to be in the scant 1% of victims in our sample whose perpetrators were sentenced. In Kenya, a country where more than 40% of women will experience physical or sexual violence at least once in their lives, this lack of justice is far too common an occurrence. In my PhD, I studied barriers that rape victims in Kenya face when accessing medical and legal care, as well as the barriers faced by medical and legal professionals when providing care. To do this, I interviewed more than 50 sexual violence survivors in both rural and urban areas in Kenya, as well as a handful of medical and legal professionals, to learn about their experiences firsthand. I also evaluated a data set from our partner organization in Kenya to see which case characteristics might predict how far a survivor moves through the case referral pathway. I found that financial and logistical barriers, such as poor transportation and limited supplies, affected both the access to and provision of care, and that case characteristics, such as the age of the victim and the presence of forensic evidence, also influenced how far a survivor moved through the pathway. Child survivors were more likely than adult survivors to progress through every step of the pathway. Sexual violence cases were more likely than domestic violence cases to progress, and the presence of forensic evidence, such as semen or bruising, also increased one's odds of moving forward to the next step of care seeking. Even with these case characteristics, as can be seen on screen, only 4 survivors in our sample of 406 had their cases moved to the end of the case referral pathway, which is sentencing. If this problem seems too far away to be relevant, look around you. 1 in 4 women in the UK have been sexually assaulted or raped as an adult, with 1 in 18 men having faced a similar ordeal. Despite this, only 1 in 100 rape cases reported to the UK police in 2021 resulted in a charge in the same year. And, just like in Kenya, less than 1% of all reported rape cases in the UK lead to a conviction. With my work, and similar work being done around the world, I'm hoping to ensure that sexual violence survivors get the best care possible, and that survivors, like the 12-year-old girl I met last year, get the justice they deserve. Thank you.